a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.
Hello everybody. It's a real-time chronic fatigue syndrome morning routine. I have been up for 1.5 hours. I have accomplished 3 cups of coffee, very lightly picking up my house, like just my plate of dinner and my cup and things that I left out from work when I came home last night before I went to bed. I actually left work early yesterday. I don't do that very often, but I just couldn't do it, and I wish in a fantasy world that today were Saturday and that we had 2 of them. I have drank 3 cups of coffee, had some water, watered my plants, fed my cat, and taken not even all of my medication, and I just changed out of my pajamas. I'm not thinking clearly at all. I sent good morning texts. I'm very tired. Sleepy tired and low energy tired. The other morning I pulled out. It's been a rough week. The more I do, the worse I feel, and it seems like as it gets towards the weekend, the work accumulates and becomes harder and harder to pull off my job. Yesterday, I woke up and had to rely on some tools of the trade. Where is it at? This massager thing that I bought on my back and my neck, down my hips. I also have this shiatsu pillow. Whenever you try a shiatsu pillow, be careful with it, because it can, depending on which one you get and how far away the little balls in there are, pinch. So lay on it gently. Don't put your full weight on it, or you can lay a towel over the top of it to help cushion some of that so it doesn't hurt as much. I posted a pre-recorded video because I'm still block recording, so I pull out my phone here and I just go into my YouTube and go to my channel, and if I haven't edited any details, links or tags or description or anything, and then I just put it out there. And make it public, and that is the extent of my YouTubing today. And most days, if I'm having a particularly okay, functional day, a range of 1 to 10, 10 being the most pain and exhaustion a person can feel that I'm aware of at this point in my life. On a 2 or a 3 day, it's never a non-day. On a 2 or a 3 day, put on some makeup and change my clothes repeatedly and go through that quote book and pump out several posts all at the same time, and just get them uploaded and get them uploaded and get them uploaded, so that there's something still up and running on my channel when I'm not been running, like today. And I have changed into movable clothing out of my pajamas that signify I'm supposed to do something with myself. Another thing I've been relying on quite heavily lately is muscle cream. No surprise there, but it's a different kind of muscle cream. There it is. It smells better than most muscle cream, and it works really well. Top consumer poll ranking, and the next best is Ted's Muscle Freeze. You can get that one on Amazon. I am very disoriented. I'm going to sit back down because I can't think, can't do, can't function yet. I don't even feel like walking. I did brush my hair. You can barely tell, but so 2 hours. I haven't eaten. I haven't walked. I haven't really cleaned anything. There's a load of dishes in the sink that need to be taken care of. And some other basic chores that I could take care of. Haven't hopped in the shower. Haven't done yoga or anything like that. It's a good thing I have no appointments or anything to attend to, because I am non-functional. I'm exhausted to the bone. It's like when you get cold and you're just really damp and it's wet and you're chilled to the bone and you just can't get warm. I feel like I'm running out of steam, like when you're exhausted to the bone and you just can't go. I'm 8 on fatigue, but fortunately a 3 or so on pain. But I post morning routines from time to time, and this is more realistic of my days as of late. So let's get back to sitting in the chair.
Forever free. a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back.
Interview, but on the way here, I was thinking about
It is now 11:30. Unhealthy caffeine. But desperate times call for desperate measures. Also, an object in motion tends to stay at motion, an object at rest tends to stay at rest. You have to make yourself move. It releases endorphins into your brain and prevents deconditioning worse. You've got to do it. So, it's almost noon, and most of what I've accomplished is pacing. Congratulations.
To see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So it is now 2:30. I've managed to take like some of my steps. My dishes are still in the sink. I've accomplished no chores. I did convince myself eventually to take a shower, and I almost just fell asleep. I'll have just enough time to go to work. I'm not in pain, so that's good, but my energy is 0. And I don't know what I did wrong to wind up like this today. It's just the way of it. So it is now 3:30. It's amazing what a little bit of makeup and jewelry and running a brush through your hair can cover up. My mask, I have a handful of them. Matches my undershirt. I threw on some jewelry, a little bit of eye makeup, and no one would know how I spent my morning from 6 a.m. until noon, stuck to the chair, unable to move because I was so exhausted. But I made myself take my steps as I could, because it's the same as taking my medication. If I become deconditioned, I can't even sustain the level of lifestyle that I currently have, even if every step of doing so is done so under duress and fatigue. It never stops. Some days are worse than others, but it never stops. And people don't understand. There's no understanding. I look normal, so I am normal. I move, so I must have energy. I still have my job, so I must be okay. I just don't want to get any sicker. Right now, my arm is shaking from holding up the camera, because that is the level of fatigue that I am currently experiencing. If it wasn't for unhealthy amounts of caffeine and diligence, honorable diligence of doing everything I'm supposed to do, and medication, there would be many a day I wouldn't be off the couch or bed, and I would get deconditioned, I would get sicker, and it wouldn't, the exercise, it's not like it improves my energy. It enables me to maintain the life level that I do. The less you do, the less you can do.
Understanding about how we move in the world. When things are going well, we should figure out why. We should figure out how to sustain.
And sometimes I wish I had been diagnosed with something
When we feel safe in our life, we should look at someone in our community
more known,
who maybe doesn't, and figure out how to pull them up to our level.
so that when I said the words of what I have,
Those things feel really
there would be some sort of comprehension,
and I think, again, instead of looking at this stuff
rather
as a
than
chore, we
assumptions
should look at it as an opportunity.
that I'm well,
It's like, how lucky
or that I'm
if
lazy,
your life is
or
great.
that I must have
How
partied all
lucky
last
you are
night,
that
or I'm not eating right, or not sleeping
If you're
right,
having a hard
or I'm doing
time,
something
how
wrong.
lucky you are
When dusk till
that you
dawn, I
did a
do
little
my
research and
best effort
figure out how
to do everything I can
change it.
right,
Figure out who to vote for.
to make myself
You know,
feel
you're
as
stressed out
quality
about
as I can
who's
possibly
running the
feel
country.
one day to the
Look at
next.
the local elected officials.
Whether that be
Who's
move
running your
more
city?
or move
Who's running your
less.
neighborhood?
And sometimes it's hard to tell
How do we make change on a local
whether I'm doing too much
There's
or doing
so
too
much
little.
opportunity. And instead of being paralyzed by
Because
it,
if I do
we
too
should
much,
be excited.
then I pay for it. I could be in bed for days, and then I'm that much farther behind. But if I, so I need to take it easy when I need to take it easy, or when my body just says, you know, I'm not doing anything. You're not moving. You're either in physical agony, in pain, or you do not have the energy to stand, to walk, to move. and it just shuts down on me. Or I know I've been doing a lot, and as much as I want to do more, I make myself, and that one's really hard, make myself sit still and be still and rest
Yes.
and not overdo it,
What I'll
so that I
admit
don't
is that I understand
pay for it later
on this big,
by being
the world level.
unable to do
Let me
anything.
tell you something. We
And
talked
one
about this
day
6 months ago.
adds into the next, adds into the next, adds into the next.
Really
I still have my
been trying
job,
to get
but
back into a daily meditation practice. And I'm
Monday
just not
runs into
liking it.
Tuesday, runs into
I'm
Wednesday,
just
runs
not.
into Thursday, runs into Friday, and
The irony is not lost on
by
me
Saturday and
that
Sunday,
I'm just not mentally clicking into the reality
all I
that
want to
I
do
have
is
the privilege of doing that for myself. That I deserve
just
that.
go
I am not
lay
slipping
down for
into
2 days straight.
what I do for
And
me,
I don't,
I am so lucky.
because
And I have to call myself out on it
as
right
much as
now
I'm trying to
because,
hold up the rest of my
again,
life,
there's always a thing to do, there's always a thing to improve, there's always a thing to learn.
I also
And I'm
have
stuck
a
on that-
relationship,
stuck on that hurdle.
Well, that's what we're going to go into.
and I can't abandon my relationship.
I caught myself on that so many times because I was someone who focused on mastering
It's one of my
myself,
priorities too.
but I neglected my body. And
So I
for
have to
me,
find
it's
this
leveled
careful
out where
balance
In 2019, I was far more focused on
between all the
physical
things that you need to
exercise and my
do
physical health, and even this year I cut out
in a
sugar
day, in
to
life,
change
in
my life,
relationship,
and just so many things
and
that
for my own health,
I've
because
been
when I
focusing on in the
screw
same
up
way.
and I do too
so,
little or I do
yeah,
too
we-
much,
100%,
then I'm
I
good for no
myself
one.
on the other one, so. But yeah, no, I'm glad where we've
Every
evolved
day.
this conversation, and I want to talk a bit about now.
And I'm trying to figure
about
this out
How you built this platform? Yeah, how we got here. Because,
the best I can.
You know, this is Sophia's heart. For anyone who's listening and watching, I had this. You know, Sophia's a friend, and obviously I'm a big fan of her
Check
and
it
her
out.
work. Both in
Somewhere
acting
between my
and
pajamas and my
activism. So I wanted
slipper.
to
Oh,
speak
look
about
at that.
both today. And I was going to go from acting into activism.
Hi,
but we
cutie.
did it the other way around because our heart pulled us to activism, and now we're going back. But it is important for
Yeah.
everyone listening wants to understand and to hear about your journey, because even for you, I mean, you almost stumbled into acting because of a high school
Yeah.
requirement.
You don't care how
Right? It wasn't even like,
lazy or tired
just tell us about that. Tell us
Mom
about
is, do ya?
the joy of things happening in that way, Sophia.
Yeah, it was so surreal. I grew up, wanting to save the world and save all the animals, and then I wanted to save all the people. And
As long as I feed you,
first I thought I'd be a vet.
we're cool.
And I decided I wanted to be a doctor. And I think there's also that cultural thing. My dad is an immigrant. He moved to the U.S. and grew Ellis Island, like full American dream story for him. And I